Hey, I'm Sen. I'm a Ghost V artist. Since it's the end of the year, I thought today I would talk a bit about some of my goals from this year, 2024, as well as some of my goals for next year, 2025. Good morning, everyone. Let me know how the audio is, and if you have any goals you'd like to talk about for next year as well. Uh, but yeah, the thing that just played is the stream intro music from Dova BGM. I selected that track because I like the mix of like the ghost sound with like the upbeat sound. I thought that fits pretty well with my vibe, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll probably use it sometimes for like the chatting streams. Yeah, the art was like a thumbnail placeholder art, but then I switched to a different style, so for now I have it as the loading screen art. But yeah, good to hear that the audio is doing good. Where should I start? The last couple weeks have been kind of busy due to all of the holiday stuff. Usually I'm not like super busy right now, but yeah, just stuff going on. And as I was thinking about it the other day, I have something important that I'm working on right now, so I think I will take a break for a couple weeks to work on that, and then once that's over I will come back on my usual schedule. That way we can get back into the flow of things. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I personally have faith in your 2025 growth because if you can get clipped like you did the other day, you're going places, big places eventually. Thank you. Yeah. Speaking of which, how about, I talk about some of my goals from this year, and then in a little bit I'll talk about my goals for next year. I just kind of, thought of these on the spot. I'm not usually a huge goals person, but I'm trying to get better at it. I'm a little bit impulsive, as you can tell. So for the goals this year that I did hit, one of my original goals was to start my YouTube channel because I had been procrastinating on it for at least a couple years at this point. That's why the join date is like 2022, and that's not even the first one, that's just the current one. Hold on. Then one of my goals after starting the channel was to post 10 videos, which I did. I just figured it's an easier goal to hit than 100. Cause some people say to do 100 first, it's like that's a little much for a newbie, I feel. And then my last YouTube goal for this year was to hit 100 subscribers, which I did. And yeah, I drew some art to celebrate that. You can see it in the community tab. There were a couple goals that I had for this year that I did not hit, and I will probably bump some of those to next year. You'll see later. A couple of ones that I had plans that took a bit longer than I expected because a lot of them are my first time doing this kind of thing. I had wanted to do a review video, kind of like a media review video, and I need to make more assets before I can do that, so that one's probably gonna take the longest. Because I was thinking of maybe doing a review of the third Sonic movie as a Sonic fan, but I'm gonna hold off on that for now. One of the other ones is there was a specific cover song that I wanted to get out this year, and I've been practicing it for like about half a year, but it's gonna need more time because I want to make sure it comes out good, and I also need to make art for it, so that's gonna be a little bit. And then the last one from this year is I have a specific lore video I wanted to get out. It's already recorded, but I have some assets and art for that I need to do, so I will probably finish that one next year. All of your first 10 videos were bangers too, especially your chatting videos. Not a fan of the Yandere video though because of the RP. Yeah, the Yandere roleplay video, it was originally going to be like a quick shitpost video. Like, I originally planned to make it like a 1-minute video, and as I was writing the script for it, it somehow turned into like an almost 4-minute video. I kind of wanted to pay tributes to things like Higurashi and like Madoka that I am a fan. Oh no, the lights are flickering! Oh man, I hope it'll stop doing that. The lights have been acting up here a lot lately. Like every single one. They're all like flashing, but thankfully you guys won't be able to see it. Cause when I use the 3D model, I have to make sure the room is bright enough for it to see my face. But with the PNG tuber, I don't have to worry about that because yeah, let me slow down. Flickering lights, spooky. I know, right? Yeah, maybe it's my fault that the lights are flickering, you know. But yeah, the PNG tuber, I just need audio for that, so it's a bit easier. Hold on one sec. But yeah, I'm slow down, Sen. Yeah, I've been trying to practice my chatting. I either go too slow or too fast, so I'm still working out the balance there. Yeah, no worries about the lights, it's okay, it's okay. You wanted to pay tribute to those anime in what way? Those are not names I'm familiar with. Let me see, with Madoka, it's kind of like a dark magical girl anime. I don't want to spoil it if you've never seen it before. But, basically it's a darker take on magical girls. There's another anime that's also... There's a couple like that, but like Madoka is like the big one to do that, basically. With Higurashi, it's not as much of a spoiler because it literally opens with a murder, so, yeah, I can talk a bit more about that one. So with Higurashi, the premise, it's kind of, if you've seen, if you know of Doki Doki Literature Club, it's kind of like that, where it starts as a typical, visual novel style game where like there's a bunch of cute anime girls doing like slice of life stuff, like just hanging out and talking. And gradually as the story goes on, it gets darker and there's like murder and mystery and horror. And the characters go from like cute anime girls to like yandere type girls, if you know what that is. Let's talk about murder. Sorry, that one's a Persona meme. So basically both of those anime have psychotic girl- hold on, let me get rid of that. Oh, I forgot to put my chat back up. I was reading the one on the screen. There we go. Technically you are correct. Again, I do not want to spoil Madoka, but yeah, so like, the thing with yandere, types like an anime, some of them are like a gradual change, and some of them are like always that way. It depends on the type of yandere. For the yandere roleplay video, I was trying to do like a gradual ramp up kind of style where like it seems normal and then goes into the yandere style. And one of the Doki Doki girls even affects your PC if that game theory series on the game is accurate. Yes, kind of. Obviously it's, written in a way where, the game affects the computer in certain ways, but like nothing malicious. It's just, Undertale actually also has that kind of thing where, it can read your save file and do different things based on it. Because, some gamers like to delete their save files and think that'll fix everything, but for games like that, they know that you deleted it and they will comment on that. Stanley Parable is another, meta one like that that I really enjoy a lot. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Speaking of, that, 2024 is the year MadPat, I almost said graduated, freaking VTuber. I mean, he retired this year, that is the proper word. Speaking of Doki Doki, I was surprised to learn there was a VTuber made after it called Rankia. I haven't heard about that. Let's see. Oh, heart! It makes me think of, Nero and, when Nero, the AI VTuber, sometimes she'll go, heart! So I was thinking of, talking about, my 2025 goals a little bit before, and then I'll, probably chat for a little bit longer and then I'll, go off, and then, later today I'll be streaming Sonic Adventure 2. I'll be playing some of the Chow Garden for a little bit. There's been a few VTubers made based on characters in earlier works, it's kinda crazy. Yeah, that is kinda interesting. Speaking of which, I tried to take, influence from like a variety of things when, making this character design. I mean, obviously you can't fully see it because it's the 3D model, so it's not 100% accurate, but I tried to get it as close as I could with my basic skills of VRoid. Cause, like, when I was designing this, I was trying to think of what way could I represent it in a way that hasn't been done before, or like too similar to someone else. So like, for influences, I took some influence from, Madoka Magica, which I mentioned earlier, Yokai Watch, like, Jibanyan, trying to think, I took some design elements from other VTubers, like I like the little like hair whisker things. I think that's what they're called on the side there. I also took some elements from like ghost elements in general, like a bit from Japanese Ghost and Western Ghost. So like the Japanese Ghost, they usually have like long dark hair, and with Western Ghosts, they tend to be associated more with like the color white, like glowing white effect. So there's a little bit of both in the design. And then another thing that I did that I thought would be ghost-like is the eyes do not have any highlights in them. That was another detail. Hello. Did I take any influence from Callie? I did a little bit, but I specifically did not want to be too similar. So, the main thing I took from that is the little hair things on the side. She has one, I had two. And, I actually designed this character, originally in the middle of, 2023. Like, maybe like April of, 2023. And the reason why I mention that is that in August of 2023, Narissa Ravencroft debuted, and she just happened to have black hair, and I'm like, oh man. So that was a coincidence. But yeah, so like Callie has like one little hair thing on the side. I put two, because I thought they're fun to draw. Yeah, some people think that the lack of highlight is creepy, but I mostly did it to like give it kind of like that like eerie like undead look. But to counter that, there's like a mix of like round and pointy shapes in the design. Again, it's not as obvious in the Vroid one, but like there's like circles and curves, but then also points. I tried to do a little bit of both. And another comparison I feel like I should mention is, I grew up watching Danny Phantom, and he is a very famous ghost character, and one of the gimmicks is that he normally has black hair, and then when he goes to ghost form he has white hair. And I specifically did not want to be too similar to that, so I have a little bit of both. And a lot of ghost characters use the color green, like ectoplasm green. So for me, I went with the color purple because I like the color purple a bit more, but also it can sometimes be associated with like supernatural, so yeah. But yeah, it's very difficult to not be similar to anyone. There is a VTuber that also has black and white hair and also has the color purple, and I did not know of them when designing my character. And there's a lot of ideas that I wanted to be the first one to do it, and by the time I got there, it had already been done, so I'm like, I give up on trying to be original. I just try not to be too similar when I can. No Casper influence. Maybe like a little bit, like the whole how like Casper is like a friendly ghost kind of thing. Cause like with the lore that I have so far, the idea was that that like humans are usually afraid of ghosts and assume that ghosts are malicious, but then with me, I'm actually afraid of the humans more. And so the idea is that the humans like come across me and they think I'm bad and stay away, when in reality I'm actually afraid of them. Like, I thought that would be kind of funny. And another part of that was the solars, like the little soul animal mascots. How they are like your soul given a animal mascot form, so they are technically not human. But I was thinking of making like something later, like for people that don't want that like don't want a little animal mascot. I'm still thinking of that part. So yeah, the joke is that the humans stay away, but the little soul animals, they want to hang out, cause yeah. Sneaking up for hug scare. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, I do have a lore video coming out in the future that will go more into that topic. I will try to remember. I was gonna post later today some of my earlier concept art so you guys can see it. Are there any VTubers in mind you would want for your first collab? The thing is that— oh, hello! Yeah, with, when it comes to collabs, I have never done a collab before, so I will need to figure out the technical side of that. I'm still thinking about it. For me, I don't want to just, like, collab with— like, I want to be familiar with that person and, like, us get along so that we can do a good collab. I thought your little mascot thing was a spirit guide that wasn't formed from your soul. Yeah, that's not my soul. I will go more into that part later when the video is out. But, yeah, eventually, I would like, to have, like, little, mascots on the screen so you guys can, like, have them on there. At least for, like, the chatting videos, because I don't think my computer's strong enough to do it while playing games. But, yeah, that's gonna take me a little bit, because I need to learn pixel art first so I can design it. But, when I get closer to that being done, I will let you guys know, because, I really want to do that part, because, I really like the Chow Garden, and I am not a game dev, so I figured the next best thing would be having, like, little, mascot characters you guys can play with. Hello! Both the technical and social aspects of collab seems a lot to try to dive into. Yeah. Speaking of which, let me take a sip of water, and then I will get into my goals for this year real quick. And yes, I did have coffee this morning just because I'm still kind of nervous and it helps me talk a bit more. Okay. So my goals for 2025 so far, the first half will be YouTube specific goals, and then the other ones will be more general goals. So the first goal I am aiming for is 500 subs. And there's a specific reason to that, which I will get to in a minute. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. So the first reason is I have something special planned for when I hit that milestone. Two special things. One is a surprise. I am kind of dreading it, and you will understand when we get there. The other reason is related to one of my other goals, which is to open membership, because I want to design cute emotes that everyone can use in chat. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second YouTube goal is to do my first collab. I don't have a time on that, just sometime next year. And then the last YouTube specific goal is to release my first cover song. I don't have a time on that yet because I want to make sure it's recorded well and edited, and then I have to do the arts and all that, so it's gonna take a while. Your clock on screen is delayed by a minute. I swear it was in sync. Let me look. For me it's in sync, maybe it's slightly off. But yeah. So those are my YouTube goals for right now. 500 subs, a collab video, membership, and first cover song. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Marcus is watching from the future. How does it feel to be 1 minute ahead of the future? Can you tell us any predictions? Okay. So these are the next ones are more general goals. I'm not really expecting to hit all of these because they're a bit more vague. One of them is to learn pixel art more, so I can do my own pixel art and like pixel fan art and stuff like that. Next one is to practice 3D modeling, so I can give you guys a better 3D model. Probably learning Vroid first so I can do a better version of this. And then eventually maybe like a low poly model or chibi model or something like that. The next one is to read at least 5 books because I didn't read that many books this year. I was too busy doing other stuff. And then the last one is to maybe do an art course. That one I'm not as sure as about because art courses are a little expensive, but I would like to improve my art skills more because I need to practice anatomy and shading and all those things that are important. Yeah, no worries. You don't have to sign up for membership. It's gonna be a completely optional thing. My current plans are the emotes, which will be one tier, and then the other tier will be a bonus stream a month, just like one bonus stream, because I want people who are not members to still like get most of the content. Second cover, you mean Batoru exist? Yeah, you're right. I feel like I don't count that one. It's a bit of a shit post, but yeah, you're right. I really want to lean into art as well. Yeah. I'm still figuring out how to balance art and streaming. With the smaller art, it's okay, but when it's like a big art, it's very time consuming. But yeah, that's basically my goals for next year. Let me know in the chat if you guys have any goals you'd like to talk about real quick. If you see my head tilt like that, I'm drinking water. Oh. If you want good books to read, I recommend 1984, Great Gatsby, Lord of the Rings. Whoa, chat glitched for a second there. Berserk. I actually I don't read a lot of fiction books just because I have aphantasia, so I can't visualize in my head, so it's a bit trickier to read fiction books because it's like reading a lot of words basically. So I tend to read more non-fiction books usually, but when I do read fiction, it's usually stuff like manga or comics where I can see the pictures in it. If pixel art is a goal, have you studied early 90s video games? I've been watching some tutorials, but I haven't had a lot of time to practice it yet. I have some work I want to finish this year, but it's such a huge project that even thinking about it makes me a bit anxious. Yeah, I understand, What do you mean? I also get anxious about big projects, but I'm trying to get better about that. There's also a mini cover on your Neurosama vid. I don't know if it counts. Kind of. It's more of a preview. Also, you did sing Pumpkin Hill. Yeah. Do you dream in pictures? That's the weird thing. I do dream in pictures, but it's only when I'm asleep. I don't know the scientific reason behind it, but yeah. Well, I'd like to get a steady job and hone drawing. I swear, I feel like I have the most complicated relationship with drawing. I get stuck on what I should focus on. Oh no, I'm the same way. I have trouble, because like, you need to like, improve like so many different things. It's hard to pick just one. But I feel like since anatomy is my weakest skill right now, that's the one I need to work on most, because it doesn't matter if the face looks good if everything else looks bad. I actually have a lot of trouble understanding shading. Like I've watched a lot of tutorials and I still can't quite figure it out. Maybe because I can't picture it. Well, yeah. So I'm hoping to do more art-related stuff this year, and a bit of singing, and more streaming, of course. I have a decent amount of titles I would like to play this year. I'm not 100% sure in what order yet, but I hope you guys will look forward to it. But yeah, I think if you guys have anything else you'd like to add, let me know, and then I think in a couple minutes I'll wrap up the chat for today. I think another thing is I would eventually like to add a outro screen so I sound less awkward when ending the stream, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on getting those screens done. Maybe if you did lucid dreaming and control your dreams, you could learn to visualize in mind. I base this theory on absolutely nothing. I've had lucid dreams a couple times, but I don't remember them super well. Definitely, I was sad that I missed your night stream. Yeah, you can always check out the VOD. There's the regular night stream and the Christmas night stream. I had a good time playing it, and unfortunately I checked after the last stream and the game is now removed from Steam, so RIP Nights and classic Sega titles. Really sucks that they had to be pulled off like that. Anyways, I had a pretty fun time this year once I got over the angsty part. And don't worry about that part, it was a while ago. So yeah, I feel like we had a pretty good 2024. Mostly, obviously there are certain things that happened that were not good, but I'm not gonna talk about that. And hopefully next year will be better. Can you guys believe next year we're gonna be a quarter into this century? That's kind of crazy. Oh man. I always find it kind of interesting because people joke that like in decades from now people will look at your birthday and if it has a 19 at the front they'll think you're like ancient. If they don't already. It's like, the 1800s, wasn't that like 300 years ago? Game Maker 2 is good for learning pixel art. I think I might have heard of that one. I'm not sure. I have Pixel Art Academy, which I'm hoping to continue as they add new updates. And I also have A-Sprite, which is a pixel art making software. But yeah, it'll be a quarter, guys! Anyways, sorry, I keep saying anyways. I heard someone describe 1990 as the late 1900s. Oh man. I keep thinking how like 1920 was like 100 years ago. That's so weird. But anyways, sorry I keep saying that. Yeah. Those are my goals for this year. I had a good time this year, and hopefully next year will be better. Anyways, I'm gonna head out for now, and I will be back later to play Sonic Adventure 2 again. Thanks, so much.